I got rejected from one of the top 3 universities in China. Let's talk about it. School. I have a really bad relationship when it comes to school. I have never been the studious type, and school has always been an environment which I never thrived in. Well, except PE and music. Those are the things I was good at, so I enjoyed doing. So it was okay. But when it came to studying, preparing for exams, and listening to teachers, my attention span, my patience just was not there, which made learning hard for me. I'm even surprised that I was able to get into college with my grades and my history with school. Anyways, after flunking out of college in the States, I still wanted to finish my degree. And so I continued to pursue options to study elsewhere, computer science. That was my major when I was in the States, Goshen College. I was originally a music major, but then I transitioned to a computer science major. In hindsight, wasn't the greatest idea because my math grades were just terrible. In May, an opportunity arose from one of my mom's acquaintances who let us know that there was a computer science program that is being offered in China. And to my surprise, it was a heck of a lot cheaper than the States. If you think about it, a bachelor's degree in the States can cost anywhere from 40 to 45 grand per year. Zhejiang University of Computer Science, very prestigious school, top 3 schools in China. They offered a bachelor's degree in computer science for only around $10,000 for all 4 years, which is a steal. And so I jumped on that bandwagon. So in May, I applied, did everything, did all my due diligences. And so when everything was done and I was waiting for a response, I received no response for basically 3 months. And one of the big reasons why I came back to Zambia was to get my NRC, because that's something I should have done a long time ago, but due to other circumstances, I wasn't able to do that. I also had to renew my passport because I only had 1 year left on it. And to be able to study abroad somewhere, I think you need a minimum of at least 2 years valid in your passport to be able to travel. Those were 2 of the 3 main reasons why I came back to Zambia. Everything was going great, and I was planning to travel in September. However, on August 5th, I checked my application on the Zhejiang website, and I saw in bold letters, rejected. Now, they didn't send me an email. They didn't give me an explanation as to why I got rejected. I sent an email asking for clarification, didn't receive an answer. But then, in my mind, it's just like, oh, it's a pretty prestigious school, so they probably don't necessarily answer you, or they don't tell you why you got rejected or why your application didn't go through. And so at this point, I was like, all right, what do I do now? It was very sad. I mean, I was excited, and the prospects were very high for me being allowed to get in. But I think in hindsight, my grades, which are not the best, especially in math, it's not appealing to universities for you to apply to a major in which your grades don't show the strength of. So I can understand, especially when you're applying for top grade university. I kind of understood that, but then at the same time was very not depressed, but I was sad about it. I had planned everything. Things were in motion. Family was praying. People were hoping. I even contacted my friends in China being like, yo, I might be coming soon and everything, to then get this message, which is now putting me back in my academic journey even more. Between the 5th and now, I've been really focused on not letting it bog me down too much, because I still have things I can do. I still have other options. It would have been nice to go abroad and study again, but it just wasn't meant to be. And one of my friends that I talked to about this was saying that rejection is just simply redirection from God, because God likes to open doors for us. He opens doors for us, but he also closes doors for us because he knows that this isn't the place I want you to be. I want you to be in some other place. And I believe that is my job to find out. So this redirection is something I'm taking to heart, and understanding that it's not the end of the world, that I can't go to the place that I wanted to go to, that I was planning to go to. So I still want to complete my degree, but a family friend of mine that works at the University of Zambia explained to me that you cannot or you should not pursue computer science with your current grades. You cannot go to a university and present your grades and be like, hey, I want to do computer science. That's not going to work because your math grades are terrible. Yeah, that's pretty much it. My math grades are terrible, and that's a big factor for computer science. So with the help of this family member of mine, an acquaintance, I have applied to the University of Zambia to study something else that is within my interest and that my grades would allow me to get accepted for. And that is in media and communications. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with that degree, but it does sound intriguing. I mean, media is something that I do. I feel like I have a grasp of what I'm getting myself into, and I'm excited to try that. Also, I'm quite confident that you do not need necessarily a college degree in computer science to be able to get a job as a software developer, programmer, coder. I've already built websites. I've already made games. I've already made apps. They're not the best, but through trial and error and seeing what is available out there in terms of free courses, sometimes paid courses, and online boot camps, in specific areas of programming or software development, you don't necessarily need to go the traditional route of the university way to be able to get a job in software development. For me specifically, it was I wanted to become a full stack web developer, which is still what I'm doing. And with the help of ChatGPT, I've been able to kind of like make myself my own curriculum in ways to understand and do better and study better to become a web developer. The annoying thing about traditional route is you have to take extra classes, extra credits, extra curriculums in order to get that degree. Then when you get into the real field, like you have to relearn new things and you hardly ever use everything that you've learned in university unless you took internships, unless you had a job that was related with your major. In that regard, it's not too bad. In my personal opinion, if you want to become a software developer, somebody who's proficient at coding, you do not have to go to college. There are ways in which you can learn to do what it is you're doing, what you want to do with coding or software development that you can learn by yourself. Now, if you can't learn by yourself, go to college. Let's not even debate about that. And also ChatGPT is a very useful tool that you can use to help you get better, not just with software development and coding, but with anything that you can think of. I watched this video by this YouTuber that I watch. Her name is Tina Hong. She made this comprehensive guide about how you can make ChatGPT into a teacher, mentor, a professional in your field, and you can write out a whole curriculum. I'll leave the link of the video in the description for you to guys check it out. It's really, really cool. And with that, I was able to create a plan for web development specifically. And yeah, I had to tweak it a little bit. It's not perfect, but it gave me a roadmap and it gave me a infrastructure in which I could work with to be able to become a web developer. And it's been working. A takeaway from this whole experience of being rejected is that every experience that I've had has always been an opportunity. I do believe that it's my fault for not harnessing that opportunity. I may have not made the best of that opportunity per se, but I have learned a lot from it. During my college years, I learned how to build computers. I found the joy in streaming and content creation, which is what I'm doing right now. And I'm getting better at it slowly. And I know with my personality, I could keep wallowing in the aspect of, oh, you had the great opportunity to go to the States and study, but you failed, you flunked, you missed a great opportunity, and you don't deserve to be able to go to China. And so this is what you get, blah, blah, blah. Or I can just harness the abilities that I have gained in those 3.5 years that I was in the States, and now look forward to a new path that might actually be better than the path that I was on. Sometimes we struggle to hold on to this path that isn't working when there is a other path that could work just as well, if not better. My mother sent me this quote from C.S. Lewis that says, "You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending." That really talks like a loudspeaker to me because I'm the type of person that really focuses on what happened in the past and I beat myself up for it. Whereas I don't focus on preparing myself now for a better future. I always daydream about what life would be like if I could restart with my current knowledge, right? Okay, that's just from me reading too much manga. But anyway, we are clearly given that chance. So every day is a new day. So you have a chance to restart, and you have a chance to choose whether you want to progress forward towards something new or stay where you are and wallow in the past. Not saying that your past doesn't matter. I'm saying that you need to focus on your present so that your future is not a repeat of your past. I am in control of my present and the outcome of my future. And so are you. So if you failed, or if you got rejected from a school that you wanted to go to, or a program you wanted to do, or whatever that life hit you with, whatever roadblock, whatever dead end it may be, it's okay. You're not a failure. It was not a waste. And most importantly, you are never too late to start on any path. All you have to do is get yourself up, figure out what it is you want to do, make a plan for it, and stick to that plan and stay consistent with it. And a phrase that I like saying, get it done. I hope this video helped you understand that it's okay to fall, that it's okay to fail, but it's what happens when you fall that counts. And to know that you are in control and that you have the ability to do more and to do better. So thank you so much for watching.